key skills is we use is linking, delinking, and often this is misinterpreted as being something very basic, and it's actually very, very deep and very layered. People think it means that you're going on and off all the time, and it's very kind of easy to understand. Like you push towards me, I delink, then I strike, I link, you move your hand, you delink, and then I link. That's not linking, delinking. That's just going on and off. Right? Linking, delinking incorporates feeling your whole body, feeling every joint in your body, every fibre of your body, and controlling momentum. And some people have been saying momentum has nothing to do with linking, delinking. Well, of course it has, because momentum has to be stopped, it has to be encouraged, it has to be redirected. How do you do that? You have to control it, right? You have to take control of momentum. So you have to connect. When you connect, you're linking, right? And then if you connect stiffly, then that person can control your momentum. If you connect passively, that person can crush your momentum, right? So if Lockie pushes towards me and I move smoothly, right? It looks smooth, right? There's a smooth movement, right? But there's linking to linking within a smooth movement, right? If I sink down, I sink, yeah, you push towards me, I sink and control the pressure, I'm feeling his feet, when he pushes towards me, then I take his momentum off his feet and control him, right? So you're pressurizing somebody, you're feeling their internal body, you're feeling what their reaction is. There's fractals of linking, delinking used all the time. It's not just he punches me and I delink the punch, or I connect to him and press him and delink and punch. That's a very simplistic mindset, right? Okay, so we're rolling. Okay, you see a lot of people do stuff where they do demos where he pushes towards me and I just sink on him and press him, take his balance, and it takes his balance, or you push towards me and I sink on him. Yeah, this is all really good. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. We do that all the time, but you have to do it in real time. You have to do it under real pressure. So we're rolling and we're just doing normal striking or whatever you want to do. Right? Everything is live. So when he's trying to move now, I'm controlling him, and I'm using less energy to control him, and then I will find a point where I feel he can't react, and then I strike. Right? So you have to find where your strike is, and then I control his momentum for my next strike. So we're always training live, and whatever we're doing, we're always training live, and we're always trying to find how we control. And I want to grab him here. I'm sinking, so you move. It seems like I'm just holding him very strongly, but I'm not using as much energy. So it's very hard to move, right? So when he tries to move, then I release him, then I strike. Okay, so there's a link and delink to control the momentum of what he wants to do. Once you control someone's structure and they want to get back to structure, right, you have to then let them try to get back to structure and overcommit themselves to give you the strike. That tempo has to be live, right? Otherwise, you never really truly get the skill. When you start to rise it up into more combat application and go live, if you haven't done live training, you'll stutter and get stuck because you won't have the timing of feeling that. So Chi Sao is a live platform, that's the whole point of it. We're trying to feel each other's feet, we're trying to feel each other's bridge, we're trying to feel each other's center, right? People also talk about the power doesn't come from the floor at the high level. No, it doesn't. But you have to it always goes to the floor. We're standing on the floor, right? It just means that you don't have to use the floor to get the power. The power can go to your hips, it can go to your dantian, it can go to your knees, it can go to your elbow. If Lockie pushes towards me, I can push off my elbows without going to the floor. But I'm still going to the floor because the floor is already there. All I've done is move my center of gravity to get up in my body. So we're just changing how far we put the reaction force through the body. Right? That's why you push towards me. I can push just from my wrists. Right? I can push just from my elbows. Right? I can delink, push. I can delink, take his balance, change the line of attack. Right? So you can do all these things. There's layers and layers and layers. Right? So there's not one answer. Anybody tells you there's one answer, or this one's better than this one, this one is a higher level. Being punched in the face is the highest level you can get. If you can't stop that, that's the highest level. If someone comes and swings at you full power and you can't stop it, what's the high level skill? The skill has to be applied to martial arts. That's what we're doing. So it has to be something that's applied in violence, right? If it's not martial art. Right? It can be an art. It can be something that's antiquated that you're just collecting. That's fine. But if it's martial arts, you've got to be able to stop the punch, right? That's the main thing. So when we're rolling and we're going live, everything we do is live. We're trying to control the bridge, looking for your strike, looking for what's going to be available. Right? I don't know what he's doing. I'm not asking him to do anything. I'm not coaching him to do something. I'm just looking to see what happens and what we do. Right? So I'm purposely not stepping to show that I'm using my body to sink while I'm attacking and controlling his balance. That's why people say, oh, you don't step much. No, sometimes I don't, because I'm trying to prove I'm controlling my internal, right? Because my body doesn't have to move. I'm redirecting pressure in my body so my body doesn't have to adjust, right? If he pulls me and I have to adjust, right? That adjustment with my footwork means that sometimes I'm vulnerable to be swept or thrown, or he can take control of that momentum. So I'm not saying we don't step, we do step, but the first level of skill is to be able to control your whole body. So when he pushes towards me, can I control my body and not have to step, right? He's strong, so he pushes. If I tense, here I have my balance, right? If he pushes me now and I sink into him, I'm trying to find his balance. So he pushes now, it's very difficult for him to push. Then I find where is he weak, right? And I can take his balance. Okay? So we're trying to feel each other's weight, feel each other through the body. That's linking delinking. That, you know, people talk about momentum hasn't got my linking delinking, doesn't make no sense. Because everything has to be controlled by momentum. If you throw someone, you hit the ground and you go with the momentum, they can re-throw you. They can counter it. You have to kill the momentum, right? You kill the momentum to control the throw. Wing Chun's a striking system, right? It's not Tai Chi, right? In Tai Chi, you know, when you stick to somebody, you're trying to find their center. When they push towards you, you're trying to find their center so you can pluck them, reject them, what you want to do with them, right? That's good because it's a style that manipulates someone so they're off balance, they can't hurt you, and you can throw them, do whatever you want. Right? But Wing Chun, we're a striking system. So as soon as we have the person's balance, we want to strike them. That's what we want to do. Right? We want to control center line. So if he crosses my hand to get rid of it, I control center line. That's what opens up all the center line positions. Right? So Tai Chi and Wing Chun are different styles. They have different goals, different ways to do the same thing. Okay, that's fine. But mixing them doesn't make your Wing Chun better. Right? You know, doing each style separately gives you different skills. Right? So if someone tries to grab hold of you and you can't get a strike, okay, then you can sink and expand and find their center, take their balance, right? So then your Tai Chi skill will help, right? Okay, and then you go back into your striking skill, right? So you can do it like that if you want, right? Or you can just do one style, that's fine, right? But Wing Chun is a striking style, so you can't do Wing Chun where you're just doing this with your hands and say it's Wing Chun, right? Because when I strike you, what are you going to do? If I just delink from you and just strike you, you have to find a bridge, right? You don't always have, you have to make a bridge to stick, right? When you stick to make a bridge, what are you doing? You're linking a bridge, right? You have to get a bridge, right? So there's always a component of linking to linking to somebody. If it's bridge contact, if it's connection to their body, connection to the dantian, connection to the feet, you always have to link somewhere to find them. And once you find them, then you can start to disrupt them, right? And then you can choose when to strike. You can strike, but you can't just do this forever and control somebody and not strike them because they're going to hit you. No one's going to fight you and do this. No one's going to fight you like this and just wait for you to do stuff, right? What are you going to do in a fight? Put your hands up, right? So when someone comes in and they're striking you, you have to deal with all this violence. You have to deal with that, right? So how are you going to deal with that? You're going to stick to me like I strike, right? You've got to deal with that. Now, if Lucky pushes towards me, I control his balance. You push it, I control his balance, and then I'm looking to control the momentum. And then I grab the tissue. I'm not tensing. I'm stretching him to control him. So he tries to move now. It's very difficult, right? And then when he releases out, that's when I go back to the striking. So it has to be a live environment, and it has to be in line with the principles of Wing Chun. Wing Chun is a striking system, and it's a short bridge, striking, control the center line. That's what we do in Chi Sao. Otherwise, why are we doing Chi Sao? Why do we have Tan Sao and Fuk Sao? Because we're trying to control this bridge and line of attack. That's why we have it. We don't just do it and roll our hands around all over the place because we'll expose ourselves, right? So we have to have this connection with what we're trying to achieve in the roll, right? And then from here you push. Now I can link to his center, push, and I appear stronger. It's not because I'm stronger than him, he's strong, but look, I'm relaxed, but you're never truly relaxed because you collapse. Muscles are there to hold you together. So you try to relax the muscle tissue as much as you can to get more control. See, I'm still using my elbow to control, yeah, go underneath. Still using my elbow to stick and control whilst I'm controlling his head, right? But you can't do this forever. But this will be enough to take someone's balance, to control them, and when they try to commit to what they're doing, then you look for your strike. So it's very quick. That's why in Chi Sai you don't see all that. We do it slowly. Sometimes when we're messing around, we'll go slow just to test things out and work on it, right? But in reality, you're going to do it fast. So you come in strike. Just go like. So we're striking. In reality, you'll see this happen. Here, go. In different positions. It's hard to show because it's hard for him to. Yeah, see there, he got me there, right? So then we come back, right? So this is live training. A live training, you're always going to have things go back and forth. That's what makes it live. So I'm just holding this so he can figure out the problem, right? Because sinking and controlling through him, and then I see where my strike is. That's a normal Wing Chun to clinch, right? Or you stay in normal run platform here, you're still going to take the balance, right? You're still looking to control the balance. It should still be live. It should still be a live situation. This is why we can communicate, we can play and have fun, because we're communicating pressure, right? Well, I'm trying to get his arm, he's trying to control that, I look for the strike, he tries to bring your arm back, I strike from there. Where's my sentai, he strike from here, I have to control that. There's always a link and delink involved in the movement. Even if I punch like this, and I come in smooth, my punch is thrown, I'm linking and delinking my body, because once I touch you, I have to feel the connection. I might need to circle you out to hit you. I might need to smash through you, right? I might need to grab this arm. That's real fighting. Real fighting is not play fighting.